Hi everyone, my name is Damian. I'm a founder at Contente, and in this video I'm going to walk you through how to run Facebook ads to grow your practice. Now everyone knows Facebook ads, they get results for your office, right? And if you're looking to grow, then you need to be on Facebook. So in this video I'm going to walk you through some strategies that we've used with over 100 different practices that we've worked with in order to really explode their practice with Facebook ads. So the first thing you need to know, there are two parts to the Facebook advertising. Number one is the actual Facebook ad that you're running. So that's like the content creation, the targeting, budget, just everything on Facebook. Then part two would be the other side of it, which is the lead nurturing, the follow-up, the calls, the text messages, following up via email and staying on them to make sure they continue to be engaged. So I'm going to go through both of those in this video and walk you through really the strategy to make the most of it, and both of them are equally as important. So the first one, you're going to need to have a Facebook Business Manager account. You can go search on Google how to do that yourself. But once you do have that Facebook Business Manager account, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a campaign. So there's three levels to Facebook ads when you're running them. There's the campaign level, the ad set level, and the ad level. And each of these different levels will be able to target, or you'll be able to adjust the details in order to target better on Facebook and get better results. So at the campaign level, you're going to choose the optimization goal. You're either going to want to choose conversions or lead generation. To start out, I really recommend lead generation. This is the best way to really let Facebook hone in for you, and you'll be able to get the most leads at the cheapest price with these lead generation ads. The landing pages and everything will be done for you through Facebook. If you want to make your own landing pages that will further sell your practice and bring in higher quality leads, then you can go with a conversion campaign. But in this video, I'm really going to focus on the lead generation campaign and how to set that up for your practice. The second part of the campaign setup is setting the budget. So you can either set the budget in the campaign level or the ad set level, and I really recommend setting it at the campaign level, as that'll allow Facebook to really target and hone in and get the best results, as opposed to the ad set level. So you're going to want to either set the budget for lifetime or set it to daily. Either way, whatever you choose, make sure you're at least spending $20 per day on ads. Otherwise, Facebook won't have the results in order to really hone in and use their algorithms in order to really see where to target in order to get the best results. So $20 per day minimum. The more the better, as that will really allow, like I said, Facebook's algorithm to hone in on who to hit and get the best results for your practice. So once you've set up the campaign, then you're going to go on to the ad sets. The ad set is where you set the targeting, the schedule for the ads, and it'll really determine like who's seeing the advertisement. So to start, you're going to set the schedule. You should be running them 24/7, and that will really allow Facebook to use its algorithm in order to drive the best results for your practice. But like I said, depending on what you set your budget at, if it's a daily budget or a lifetime budget, just make sure you're spending that $20 per day minimum. In terms of targeting, think about what the general area that people come in order to visit your practice, and you really want if the farthest person someone comes, or farthest distance someone travels in order to come to your practice is 20 miles, then you're going to want to shrink that, because these are new leads and they're not going to want to drive that far to come in for a first visit, and they're probably looking for someone a lot more close. So shrink the size, and when you're setting the actual targeting, make sure that maybe to start, make sure that the population size, the total size of the people that you're of the audience that you're going to be targeting, and you'll see that on the right side of the screen. When you're creating the ads, it should be about 100,000 people. Now it's going to depend on the area that you're in. You could be in a city or a rural area, but just adjust the radius targeting to try to hit that 100,000 people. 50 to 100,000 is good to start, and then you can adjust from there based on the results that you're seeing. Next, you're going to want to choose where people will see your ad. So you can either choose automatic or manual. I recommend doing manual to start, and that's really going to allow you to just target the feeds, right? And that's going to be the most bang for your buck in terms of being able to get people interested and catch their attention the fastest. So hit Facebook and Instagram feeds. You can do both of those, and just check the feeds when you're doing the manual placements. That's pretty much it for the ad sets. And once you have that down, the initial targeting and who you're going to be hitting with the ads, then it's time to create the ads. So you can create as many ads as you want underneath each ad set, and Facebook will show all those ads specifically to who's most likely to convert. I go over in another video a specific strategy for content creation for chiropractors that you can use in order to create content for your ads. So you can watch that after this one. But having a mix of really the eye-catching content, which is showing a chiropractic adjustment or just walking through that with your patients, and then also videos similar to this one of just you talking into a camera and explaining more in depth and building that relationship with people who might have already gotten their attention caught or are interested in chiropractic or a specific aspect of it, like how to help sciatica or how to help headaches, or start building that trust and education factor, and that will combine with the attention grabbing ads in order to drive more results for your practice. In terms of getting results, you're going to want to drive a direct result offer in your ads. This usually can be a $27 initial consultation, exam, and reported findings. It can be a $37 health screening and a first adjustment. You can include x-rays in there if you'd like, but it should be below $50 if you really want to drive the most traffic and most results for your practice. Once they do come in for that first visit, then you can start to sell them on the true benefits of chiropractic and coming in and selling them on care plans, whatever that means for how your practice operates. But in the headline, you're going to want to include that offer and how much it is. Click a get offer button, and you're going to want to set up the lead form to explain what's included in the offer and have them fill out their information on that lead form themselves. A cool trick that Facebook has done recently is to include all the leads that you've gotten from your ads, from these lead forms, right into your Facebook page. And you'll see all the Facebook leads that you've gotten from your Facebook lead gen advertising. So set up the lead form to explain what the offer is, and the headline should be just the description of the offer, what the cost is. For example, a $27 complete chiropractic health screening. That's a very basic one. You can make adjustments as you like, but the offer and explaining what people are getting will really drive those results and entice people to input their information into Facebook. So that's pretty much how you set up the ads. There are some more tips and tricks. I will create a doc below with a full layout and walkthrough of how to set up the Facebook campaign from start to finish. So this second part though, this is the most important, right? So this is the lead nurturing, the follow-up, making sure that once people do see that ad and input their information, then you're following up with them and closing them on coming in for their first visit. So this is, like I said, this is the most important part. You need to be following up. If you're not following up and just letting them schedule themselves, they aren't going to. They're not just going to call you out of their own accord and schedule an appointment. Some will, of course, but you're not going to be getting the most bang for your buck unless you are actively calling and reaching out to them. So when you're calling a lead, you're going to want to call within 5 minutes of them submitting their lead form. Anything after that, so the difference between 5 minutes and 30 minutes of following up and calling, the response rate drops by over 10x. So it's very important. Speed is of utmost importance when you're doing this. You need to be calling within 5 minutes of them submitting their information and claiming the offer. In terms of text them until they request you to stop texting them. Okay, people are busy. You can send them a text, they might forget about it. The next day, send them a text, they're busy with their kids. Send them another text the next day. They're busy at lunch. Send them one more text. Okay, yes, I'm interested in chiropractic. I kind of put this off, but I do need to come in for a first visit. So text them until they tell you to stop. You can text them educational content. You can text them just, hey, following up. Just conversational, keep it simple. So that's pretty much it. If you follow these steps, I'll break down, like I said, in more detail, word for word, step by step, how to set up the Facebook campaign initially. And then from there, you'll need to follow up with them, text, phone call. Those will be the most effective. Email as well, but not as effective as texts and phone calls. So if you're doing those 2 steps, then you'll really drive results for your practice with Facebook ads. If you did like this video, then hit the like button. If you enjoyed this and want to see more in the future, I'll be making a video like this every single week. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And until next time, peace.